2 Thessalonians, chapter 1. Shaul and Silas and Timotheos, to the assembly of the Thessalonians in Elohim our Father and the Master Yahushua Messiah, favor to you, and peace from Elohim our Father and the Master Yahushua Messiah. We ought to give thanks to Elohim always for you, brothers, as it is proper, because your belief grows exceedingly, and the love every one of you has for each other is increasing, so that we ourselves boast of you among the assemblies of Elohim for your endurance and belief in all your persecutions and afflictions which you are bearing. Clear evidence of the righteous judgment of Elohim, in order for you to be counted worthy of the reign of Elohim, for which you also suffer, since Elohim shall rightly repay with affliction those who afflict you, and to give you who are afflicted rest with us when the Master Yahushua is revealed from heaven with his mighty messengers, in flaming fire, taking vengeance on those who do not know Elohim, and on those who do not obey the good news of our Master Yahushua Messiah, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Master and from the esteem of his strength, when he comes to be esteemed in his set-apart ones and to be admired among all those who believe in that day, because our witness to you was believed. To this end we always pray for you, that our Elohim would count you worthy of this calling, and complete all the good pleasure of goodness and the work of belief with power, so that the name of our Master Yahushua Messiah is esteemed in you, and you in him, according to the favor of our Elohim and the Master Yahushua Messiah. Chapter 2. As to the coming of our Master Yahushua Messiah and our gathering together to him, we ask you, brothers, not to become easily unsettled in mind or troubled, either by spirit or by word or by letter, as if from us, as if the day of Yahuwah has come. Let no one deceive you in any way, because the falling away is to come first, and the man of lawlessness is to be revealed, the son of destruction, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called Elohim, or that is worshipped, so that he sits as Elohim in the dwelling place of Elohim, showing himself that he is Elohim. Do you not remember that I told you this while I was still with you? And now you know what restrains, for him to be revealed in his time. For the secret of lawlessness is already at work, only until he who now restrains comes out of the midst. And then the lawless one shall be revealed, whom the Master shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and bring to naught with the manifestation of his coming. The coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan, with all power and signs and wonders of falsehood, and with all deceit of unrighteousness in those perishing, because they did not receive the love of the truth in order for them to be saved. And for this reason Elohim sends them a working delusion, for them to believe the falsehood, in order that all should be judged who did not believe the truth, but have delighted in the unrighteousness. But we ought to give thanks to Elohim always for you, brothers, beloved by the Master, because Elohim from the beginning chose you to be saved, in set-apartness of spirit and belief in the truth, unto which he called you by our good news, for the obtaining of the esteem of our Master Yahushua Messiah. So then, brothers, stand fast, and hold the traditions which you were taught, whether by word or by our letter. And our Master Yahushua Messiah himself, and our Elohim and Father, who has loved us and given us everlasting encouragement and good expectation through favor, encourage your hearts and establish you in every good word and work. Chapter 3. For the rest, brothers, pray for us, so that the word of Yahuwah spreads rapidly and be praised, as also with you, and that we might be delivered from unreasonable and wicked men, for not all have belief. But the Master is trustworthy, who shall establish you and guard you from the wicked one. And we trust in the Master as to you, both that you do and shall do what we command you. And the Master direct your hearts into the love of Elohim and into the endurance for Messiah. But we command you, brothers, in the name of our Master Yahushua Messiah, that you withdraw from every brother who walks disorderly and not according to the tradition which you received from us. For you yourselves know how you ought to imitate us. For we were not disorderly among you, nor did we eat anyone's bread without paying for it, but worked with labor and toil night and day in order not to burden any of you. Not because we do not have authority, but to make ourselves an example for you to imitate us. For even when we were with you, we commanded you this: if anyone does not wish to work, neither let him eat. For we hear of some among you walking disorderly, not working at all, but are busybodies. But we command and urge such, through our Master Yahushua Messiah, to settle down, work, and eat their own bread. And you, brothers, do not grow weary in doing good. And if anyone does not obey our word in this letter, note that one, and do not keep company with him, so that he is put to shame. However, do not regard him as an enemy, but admonish him as a brother. And the Master of peace himself give you peace always, in every way. The Master be with you all. The greeting of Shaul with my own hand, which is a sign in every letter, thus I write. The favor of our Master Yahushua Messiah be with you all. Amen.